Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Holly and you're watching Kalkine TV live from our Sydney studios. This is the last show of the day at the last trade. Now first up today, a myriad of factors seem to be directly or indirectly impacting the global share markets. For instance, American stocks retreated overnight, erasing strong gains after the Federal Reserve signaled that an interest rate hike could be coming soon. Meanwhile, supply concerns stemming from tension between Russia and the Ukraine saw oil prices touch highs not seen since 2014. Consequently, the falls have been damaging the US markets and particularly the tech stocks, which have bled into the Australian market. Now coming to the local bourses performance today, the ASX 200 reported sharply lower, dropping 123 points or 1.77% and setting a new 100-day low. The index has lost 6.87% over the last 5 days, but it's virtually unchanged over the last 52 weeks, and the sectors remain mixed. 9 of 11 traded lower today, with energy as the best performer, gaining 1.77% and rebounding from its recent decline. The sector is off 5.82% over the past 5 days and is closely followed by utilities, which is also in the green. And then as for stocks, the best performer today was Beach Energy, up 8%. This was followed by AusNet Services, Platinum Asset, Santos, Virgin Money as well. Then on the other side, in the red zone of the ASX 200, Evolution Mining topped the laggards chart, with its stock down over 11%. Also in the red was Silver Lake, Codan, WiseTech Global and Megaport. Now for a look at a few stocks that interested investors today, starting off with some results. The family location app Life360 reported underlying fourth quarter revenue rising 46% to $46.3 million, excluding the GeoBit acquisition, and climbed 54%. The San Francisco-based company shook off the spread of Omicron to beat revenue expectations for the quarter, although today its shares traded lower by 6%. Meanwhile, another e-com player, Kogan.com, has announced a record half operating performance. The Kogan First Loyalty Program reached 274,000 members at the end of the half and is still growing rapidly. Active customers grew to over 4 million and gross sales of $698 million grew more than 9% on a year-on-year basis. And then Oz Minerals has delivered on 2021 group production and costs and recorded a $2.1 billion revenue. Notably, the company met its copper guidance for the 7th consecutive year, and 2022 is likely to see the group copper production increase, with improving grades at the Carapita partially offset by lower grades at Prominent Hill. And then in other news, Woodside Petroleum has decided to withdraw from its interest in Myanmar, having operated in the country since 2013. The decision follows last year's military coup and the deteriorating human rights situation in the region, while closing its door to any possibility of reviving its gas production ambitions. Earlier, Total Energies and Chevron have also taken likewise steps, and today Woodside stock traded up by over 2%. Now, before we look at some more trading updates, it's time for a short break.
Hi there, James Preston for Kalkine TV. Are you into gaming and virtual reality? Does AI and the endless possibilities it entails capture your interest? Or are you constantly trawling through the web to try and discover the latest updates and innovations in the tech space? Well, let us do the work for you. From the latest product launches to shocking affairs on the World Wide Web, exclusive interviews and information about the top companies like Apple and Google to brand new tech startups vying for your attention. Kalkine's Tech Beat has the latest in what matters in the world of technology. Join me every single Thursday on the Tech Beat, exclusive to Kalkine TV.
Hello and welcome back to the last trade. Let's have a look now at the global market performance. Firstly, to the east, and Asian stocks seem to be tumbling into bear markets and technical corrections. This might be the result of the Fed Chair Jerome Powell signaling a March liftoff of interest rates. The central bank will steadily remove support for the economy in order to fight high inflation. And as this is happening, the MSCI's Asia Pacific Index slid as much as 2.6% today. Meanwhile, South Korea's tech-heavy Kospi extended its drop since July to 20%, whereas China's CSI 300 index also edged closer to bear territory. And Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index fell as well 2%, and in Tokyo, the Nikkei fell 1.9%, touching its lowest point since December of 2020. And meanwhile, overnight in the US, the S&P 500 fell as well 0.1% after having been up 2.2% earlier in the day. The Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 0.4% after swinging more than 900 points from its high for the day. But the Nasdaq ended little change, shedding most of a 3.4% gain. The cryptocurrency market ended its gains today with erosion to trade lower following the rate hike signals by the Fed. A relief rally in the crypto sphere had Bitcoin trading near $39,000, but this was short-lived as the largest cryptocurrency by market cap fell back below $37,000 after the US Federal Reserve statement. Bitcoin and Ethereum shed more than 2% each, whereas Terra dropped 7% as well. Then in other news, the cryptocurrency project that Mark Zuckerberg once defended in front of Congress is unraveling after regulatory pressure. Reportedly, the DM Association, a cryptocurrency initiative once known as Libra, backed by Meta Platforms, is weighing a sale of its assets as a way to return capital to its investor members. Stay tuned for more updates as the story unfolds. But that is a wrap for now on the last trade. Tune in next time for more only on Calcine TV. I'm Holly Shields, signing off for the day.